I have a training today that can save you time, money, and not cost you any more of an expense. Sounds too good to be true, right? Maybe not. If you are a business owner, especially if you work in the service industry and you are sending monthly invoices or collecting monthly payments, anything on a recurring basis, this video is just for you. If you are already paying for QuickBooks, then you already have this tool built into your arsenal that you can use to make collecting payments and sending invoices a breeze. But if you are new here, thanks so much for checking us out. My name is Katrina. My business partner Cheryl and I run and own Empower to Profit, where we work with small business owners just like you to help put more of their business profits into their personal pocket. Because if you aren't making any money from this business that you're working so hard at, is all of that hard work really even worth it? Probably not. So it is our mission to give you tools, templates, anything that we can do, free information to help you build the business of your dreams. So let's go ahead and hop into QuickBooks. Let's get to the goods. Let me know if this sounds familiar to you in your business. You provide an amazing product or an amazing service that your clients love and brings you joy to provide the service or provide the product. But every single month, on the first of that month, you have to sit down, create invoices, send out the invoices, make sure everything is right, pray that you didn't make a mistake, and then wait for those invoices to get paid. If they don't get paid, you have to go back, send reminders, maybe tag on some additional fees, which you hate doing internally, which is probably not the most exciting part of your month, I'm assuming, but it's so important to sit down and actually send those invoices, right? Otherwise, the business doesn't make money. And because it's such a vital part of the business, the part of the business where you actually get paid, it's not something that you're always so quick or easy to delegate because it's such a valuable piece of the puzzle, which I completely understand. I'm the same way in our business. So, like I was talking about in the beginning, there is a tool inside of QuickBooks that we actually use in our business as well that you can set up to do this automatically for you. And it most likely is not going to charge you anything extra unless you have like the lowest QuickBook file, which if you do, we'll save that for a different conversation. It's probably not doing you any favors, but this is probably already in your QuickBooks file. You're just not utilizing yet. So I want to show you how easy this is to set up and all the things that you can set up in your business to make this really easy, that when you onboard that next client, you just integrate this as part of your process. So let's hop right in. So this is your QuickBooks file when you're hopping in. This is just like a practice account, a dummy account that we created for training purposes. But what you're going to do is you're going to go over to this cog right here, and you're going to look at recurring transactions and pop that bad boy up. Another way you can get there is coming over here to transactions on the side, going to recurring transactions and pull it up that way. Either way, going to get you to the same happy place. So this is the place where you are going to build out recurring sales receipt. So a sales receipt has the power to actually process the payment in QuickBooks Online. And so if your QuickBooks is not set up to process payments, you're going to have to do that step first. But we're going to pretend you already do that because you're already sending invoices through your QuickBooks. You're just looking to make it a little bit more efficient. All right, so we're going to come over here to the new green button, and we are going to set up a sales receipt. And then from there, you're basically building out the template. So important information, you are not actually processing any payments at this time. You're just setting up the monthly template for a customer or a client who's paying you every month that you're sending a monthly invoice to. So let's say our customer is Cool Cars. We are going to send him a schedule recurring sales receipt. Automatically fills in his email. We are going to be sending or processing his payment every month on the 1st. And we want this to start June 1st, no time like the present. So from there, you are going to choose the payment method. And like I said, this is a dummy account, so I can't actually accept QuickBook payments. But where this blue hyperlink is, you would click a button there to put in the client's routing number and account number, and then you would check a box saying that you have permission to run the recurring sales receipt. This is going to be dumping to undeposited funds, and from there you just create the template of what you typically invoice in a month. So this is not for somebody who has a lot of change in their monthly invoicing, or if it's just a one-time payment, you wouldn't set up a recurring sales receipt. But for this guy, let's say we do design services on a monthly basis, and we charge him $300 a month. Okay, so it's going to be $300. Again, you can create and add things to make your sales receipt or messages and all the things. Your sales tax, that should already all be set up. But from there, you are just going to save the template, and then that should add it to your list. So if we refresh this list, you'll see the cool car sales receipt for $300 a month. And then that will automatically, it's not sending them an invoice, it's processing the payment. So that's what's so amazing about the sales receipts, because you can set this up to send recurring invoices, which is also a very useful tool. So you would go in, but you would select invoice instead of sales receipt. And again, this is a template. So let's say this client gets an invoice every month, but they didn't agree to have us pull the funds every month. So you want to set your net terms. Again, this is usually all set up ahead of time. We're going to start at June 1st. And then our services. And you're going to save the template for there. So this way, on the 1st of every month, it will automatically send the invoice for you, which has the payment link in it. So another great tool that you can use in recurring transactions. All right, so important pieces of information that you are going to need to know in order to automatically process a payment in your QuickBooks file every single month. Now, there are softwares out there that make this a lot easier to gather. A lot of CRMs, we in-house use Dubsado, where you can create a form, email it to the client, they fill it out, e-signature it, and then it sends it back to the portal. So that's our process, but you can do whatever works for you. Couple things, a few pieces of information you are going to want to know in order to set this up. The first thing you need to figure out is how you are going to do your forms, because you either need an e-signature or an actual signature from the customer so they are well aware that they are agreeing to monthly payments for their services. We're not in the industry of tricking anybody, right? So what is included on that form is going to be the client's name, their email address, their phone number, and then their account information. So is this a business or personal account? Is what name is on the account, their routing number, and account number. And then from there, it's going to specify the amount that you are allowed to pull, basically the amount that they're agreeing that you can pull every month, the frequency, so every month on the 15th, every month on the 1st, 2 times a month on the 1st and the 15th, whatever it looks like for your business, and then the start date of those recurring payments. And then there's typically a disclaimer in there. If you do a quick internet search, usually you'll get lots of examples. If you have an attorney that you work with, it never hurts to have them look it over. I know things can vary state to state, but a lot of CRMs are actually incorporating it into the software now. And QuickBooks actually has an example. It's a hyperlink. So when you go to set it up, it will pull up an example for you as well. So whether you're doing it electronically or whether you're doing it pen and paper, either way, there needs to be documentation with a signature from the client agreeing to everything, so nobody gets upset, and it keeps you and your business safe. And that's everything that you should need to know in order to set up reoccurring payments in your QuickBooks file. If you found this helpful and this is something that you are doing in-house in your business, I would highly recommend checking out our toolbox. There's lots of templates, there's lots of QuickBooks tutorials just like this one to show you how to get the max efficiency out of running your business from the financial angle. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for visiting us here at Empower to Profit. And as always, cheers to profit.